What's going on, YouTube? So one of the first videos I ever did, I got to thinking about it, what a way to come back with this, is I did a Nintendo 64 collection. And it was a pretty small collection at the time. You know, this was about 10 years ago already, and I can't believe I was living with a relative at the time. And so I really didn't have a lot of room for games and all that stuff, but I figured, why not show you guys my entire collection right now of what I got. And some of the stuff is just kind of what I think is cool, and some of the stuff has some real value. So I'm not talking like the Tournament Nintendo Gold Edition that I've seen on eBay for $1 million, but I'm just saying some pretty valuable stuff, in my opinion, and cost kind of a pretty penny, to be honest with you. But let's just get started and I'll show you. So first I'm going to start, of course, with my PS4. And I'm a big Nintendo fan, you know, growing up with Nintendo. So I have the mascots, Pikachu, and of course, Mario. That's my two favorite characters, other than favorite Nintendo characters, rather. But so here we go. That is my PS4 collection right there. Some games I haven't even opened yet, to tell you the truth. And like I said, this is roughly, so I got it, like this stack right here is 50 games. So 50, 150, so roughly about 200 or a little more of games I got so far of just PS4. A lot of these games you can look for yourself. Obviously, I'm not going to go through every one of them, but there's a couple of them I haven't opened. I got some of the greatest hits ones. And yeah, it's just really cool. I guess I could glance in a little closer and see. You guys can see what I got there. I'll hold it there for a second. God of War, obviously great game. Got a lot of greatest hits ones. Let me see, a few simulator games. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of simulators, but there is a few I do like Minecraft and some other things. The one thing I noticed about the PS4 is it just has a lot of unique games, and that's pretty unique, you know, pretty cool. PlayStation is really obviously known for a humongous library of games, but on their systems. But got the Resident Evil series. I think I got, I'm pretty sure I got all of them for the PS4, rather. Days Gone, of course, they're one of my favorite games. And other simulator games I like, the Mud Runner, Snow Runner, that's just fun. Horizon Zero Dawn. Then there's a couple classics that came back, as you can see there. Destroy All Humans, Battle for Bikini Bottom, that were on the PS2. Sony is obviously bringing some of that back. And I do have a few games on here digitally that I bought from the PlayStation Store. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it ain't the Guinness World Records by any means, but it's a good collection to start. And this might be a two-part video, I forgot to say at the beginning of the video, but yeah. So that's the PS4. We ain't done. Oh no, we're not even close to done. Check this out. My favorite system of all time was, of course, the PlayStation 2. And I love Nintendo, don't get me wrong, but as far as like beyond 90s and early 2000s, rather, PlayStation 2 was easily my favorite. And there you go. That is the PS2. PS3 is over there. I'm sorry it's a little dark in some areas, but there you go, guys. And I do have a few. This is where I kind of got the rare ones started, or the ones that are at least really hard to find, or that you pay a pretty price for now, even online. I'll get in here and just kind of show you guys. I know some of these are going to be hard to see, but yeah. Like I said, I'm not trying to make the Guinness World Records or anything, but I mean, just a good option here. I do have over 300 PS2 games officially. I think I have 317 to be exact. I don't know, I gotta count. There's a few PS1 games I do have. See, I kind of I missed out on the original PS1. I have played a PS1, but I was kind of in the realm where PS2 would play PS1 games, so you know, it was kind of pointless at the time to get a PS1. I just went right to PS2. But I have played a lot of, obviously some of my favorite games are actually in this row. Scarface, Godfather, you know. I am still looking for the original Mafia. I gotta find that one. That one is really hard to find. And I got a feeling if I find it, I'm gonna pay a pretty good price for it. So, what I was saying about the kind of the, not so much rare, but just kind of really hard things to find. I'm gonna start with this. And I've got them in this stack right over here. Silent Hill 3. This game was over $100 a couple months ago. It was really hard to find, and it's in really, really good condition. The case is in really good condition, of course. And a lot of these I do have the instruction booklets for. Here. And this was actually a 2-disc one. I know the lighting right here is really bad. Sorry, guys, but yeah. Just, you know, unfortunately, we're now realizing it seems like the value of video games. So this is actually a good habit to get into, guys. I mean, like I said, it's not, everybody has their collection. Silent Hill 2. This was another one that's real hard to find. I haven't found Silent Hill 4 yet. Then there's a couple. So like this one is factory sealed. I don't know if it's worth a lot, but there's a few games over my collection of the years that I happened to stumble across where that were just never opened. This one is factory sealed. Siren. This was a really tough game to find. I never even heard of this game until about a couple months ago, and then I thought of looking for it. And sure enough, my retro store here in town had it, but it was $60. So probably not the rarest one, but it was definitely hard to find. And then this two here, the Eureka. They had a 2-parter here. I believe these are the only 2. Definitely these were really hard to find. Games I never heard of. So that's what I'm kind of doing, you know. I mean, I'm not going out of my way, but if I find something that I think might be worth something, or especially if it hasn't been opened, or if it's just one I've never even seen or heard of before, I just swap it while I can. And obviously, this is one thing I'm going to find out. This is a very expensive habit. So, yeah. Another one here is, this one's factory sealed. Like I said, I don't know if it's worth anything. This was another one that was, tough to find. I don't know how rare it is. Like I said, God, the lighting sucks in here. I'm sorry. Had one previous owner. I found out information about it. This one has never been opened either. Spider-Man 2. Then I have this, which is, this is the original case, and I put it in kind of saran wrap. It is in really good condition. I do have these games available down here, but this is the first time I actually saw this again, the triple pack, and it has all the maps and all the booklets, and look, I mean, the thing looks brand new, so I'm really trying to, like I said, I don't know if it's worth anything, but it might be someday. So this is, I'm not playing this one at all. I just leave it sealed, and like I said, the booklets, I'm not going to unwrap it, but they look brand new. So that's that. So I'm going to go ahead and just give you, this is part 1. I'm going to come back with part 2, and you guys can see some of my older retro games that I have, including the 64 and stuff like that. So I'll be right back at it, guys.